What's up YouTube, it's LDS Reliance back again with another Solar Basics video. Today we're going to talk about mounts. What do you mount your solar panel to? I've come up with 4 different types of mounts that you can choose from. The first kind of mounts are really just brackets. These are things that you can pick up in the hardware store or actually specially made mounts that you can order from solar suppliers. But basically they're just little feet that have a hole that you can bolt the solar panel to, and then another hole that you can bolt down to pretty much whatever you want. Now these are going to be your cheapest and easiest to use, and so they're probably going to be the thing that you start out using when you start out in solar. The only bad thing about these is they usually don't put the solar panel up high enough, because you really want to leave yourself 3 or 4 inches below the solar panel at least to provide proper ventilation underneath the panel so it doesn't overheat in really hot days. The second type of mounts we're going to talk about are pole mounts. These are more expensive mounts, and they're designed to mount typically to a round metal pole. These are especially useful if you don't want to put them on the roof of a building, or you don't want to invest in a lot of solar panels, you just want a couple of them. A lot of times you'll see these used in remote power applications for the oil and gas industry, or for utility applications where you need power to something that is off of the electrical grid. The third type are ground-mounted rack systems. These are very expensive systems, and they're useful to hold a lot of solar panels. So if you're going really big with your solar panel system, but you don't have a lot of roof space, or your roof faces the wrong direction, whatever the case may be, this is the perfect solution. You do need a lot of land for them because they take up a lot of space. But these systems come with everything you need. They mount all the solar panels, they collect all of the wiring, and they're really, really good. And then typically they're going to be anchored in the ground with concrete or some other method to keep them from blowing over. And last but not least, the last type of system is going to be the system that mounts to your roof. And typically these are very similar to the ground-mounted rack systems in that they use aluminum channels to hold many panels to them. However, these are mounted to the roof trusses in your roof. So they're strong, and they can hold a lot of different panels, and they provide adequate ventilation under the solar panel to make sure that they don't overheat. So really, when you're shopping for mounts, the 2 main considerations are: where do you want to mount the panel to, what location do you want to mount it to anyways, and how much do you want to spend. Those are really the only 2 factors that come into play. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully you learned something.